Hi 1A, I hope you've had a chance to watch our Brain Pop Junior video with Annie and Moby. If you did, you would see that we are learning about non-standard measurement. That means if you have a ruler, we're not going to be using that today, so you can put that away. What that does mean is that we can measure with different items from our household, whether it be juice, markers, pencils, pencil sharpeners, any item that you have in your household you can measure with. But with that being said, it's important to note that whatever you do choose to measure with are all the same size. So I will be using these cylinder blocks that I have, and they're all the same size. That will give me the most accurate measurement. So with that being said, I will bring out the first item from my household that I want to measure, and that is a book. So another important thing to remember when you're measuring is to line up the edge of the item being measured with the edge of the unit of measurement. So to best show that in a video, I will stand up the book flat on my counter. So the edge of the book is flat on the counter and the edge of my unit is flat on the counter. So when I do that, you see that my book is taller than 1 unit, so I will add another unit. When I do that, you can see that my book is 2 blocks long whenever we start at the edge. So now that I've measured my book, I will get out my notebook and I will write down my findings. So my book is 2 blocks long. So I wrote down my first piece of information. My book is 2 blocks long. So now I'll find another item to measure, and that will be this box of flashcards. And again, I will come back to my cylinder blocks to measure it so I can compare my items at the end. So you can lay them down and measure them to get an accurate reading, but it's not as easy to see in a video. And again, whenever you lay them down, you just need to make sure that you line them up edge to edge. But I will be standing them up so you can see them in the video. So when I stand them up, you see that my box of flashcards is 1 unit long. And so I'll put these to the side now, and I'll record that piece of information in my notebook. So my box is 1 unit long. So you'll see that for my first object that I measured, I said 2 blocks long. My second one, I said it is 1 unit long. Either one will work. And for my last item that I'm choosing to measure from my household will be a Buzz Lightyear toy. And since he has flat feet, he can stand up flat on the table. I can also still measure him laying down, but again, it's easier if I can stand him up for the video. So again, the edge of the toy, I will line it up. It'll be edge of my unit. So I will do 1 block, 2 blocks. So when I do that, I see that Buzz Lightyear is actually 2 units long. So after I measure him, I will go ahead and write that information in my notebook. My toy is 2 blocks long. So now I have all this information written in my notebook, and what I can do is compare the information. Which items were the tallest? That was 2. How many items were the tallest? Which item had the least amount of blocks? And so on and so on. You will get different measurements with the items that you measure and also with the unit you choose to. If you choose a small unit such as an eraser, you might need to use more erasers than just 1 to measure a box. versus a block. So make sure whatever you measure with the unit, make sure all of the units are the exact same size to get the most accurate reading. And again, remember to line them up edge to edge. I hope this was helpful in showing you how to measure accurately. Happy learning!